I absolutely love how this cookie turned out and can't wait to show you how I did it. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. So I made this bearcat cookie for the University of Binghamton's graduation using a series of layered silkscreen stencils and some royal icing that's in about a 20-second consistency. I made my own stencils using a Cricut and an image I got off the internet, and I just basically separated out each color of the image and made a stencil for each color, and I'm going to apply them in the order from the color that's farthest back to the color that's in the front, and I'm going to let it dry in between each color. And if you want to make your own stencils using a Cricut, I have a video tutorial on that, and I'll link that in the description. So I started by doing the black layer on all of my cookies. So again, I just put down some of my icing. I'm scraping it on with a Thingamagenie from the Cookie Countess, and I'll link all the products I used in the description too. And then I'm just going to carefully lift it up, take a look and see how it came out, and then set that aside to dry. And now that it's dry, I can apply the next layer, and so I'm just going to line that up with the outside edge of the black layer, put on a little bit of my darker green icing. Again, it's in about a 20 to 25 second consistency. I'm going to push the icing through the silkscreen stencil with my Thingamagenie and carefully lift it up to see how it came out. I'm super excited that the green showed up so nice and brightly on the black. Let's do it one more time here. So line your stencil up, put your icing down, and scrape it through with your Thingamagenie. You can also use a spatula or a cake scraper to push the icing through. So I set that aside to dry, and now let me come back in with my next color, which is a lighter green, and repeat the process. Put a squiggle of icing down. My icing's about a 20-second consistency again, and use my Thingamagenie to push the icing through. And then while holding onto a corner, I can lift it up and make sure that everything went through the stencil, and if not, I can lay it back down and apply a little more icing. But it worked out perfectly, so I'm going to move on to the next cookie and repeat the process. I'm just so excited with how well this is working. This could be great to do for logo cookies or anything where you need it to be precise with a lot of different colors. So I let it dry again. It doesn't take very long because the icing is so thin, and now I'm coming back in with the white and doing the same process. And that came out perfectly. Again, I'm so excited with how this is coming out. I do need to go back in and add a little white gel food color to define the eyes since I didn't do that on the stencil. And I want to add a little bit of red to the mouth so it looks more like the image on the internet, because I also did not make a stencil for that. I'm just going to color on a little bit of red food gel with an edible marker and then use some white paint to bring it out. The white paint will blend with the red food marker that hasn't dried yet, and then I'm actually going to add a little bit more red so it's a little redder, not so pink, and then this cookie is finished. And I apologize for the wiggly camera. I kept bumping my camera stand while I was painting. And I actually made these cookies for my daughter who's graduating with a degree in biomedical anthropology, and the whole cookie set is actually quite humorous. So check those out, and maybe I'll make a video on how I made these as well. I'm sure those videos would be very punny. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and if you have questions on the process, drop me a note.